Oh, see you.
Obviously, you want to talk to me alone?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work.
What I'm doing is trying to make peace with my children. What are you accusing me of now, Paul?
I'm trying to understand your sudden fascination with Cabot.
It's not sudden. That little boy is a lightning rod to James. Do you understand that? And I have finally decided that if you're not going to run away from the situation, then neither am I. We have to be on the same side in this fight.
Is that why you did it?
Did what?
Oh, come on, Mom. Don't play dumb. You or somebody that works for you took Cabot out of the nursery, moved him down here, left him here all by himself, with no explanation, no logical reason.
Did you do that?
I have done no such thing.
I guess you figured that if you scared us enough, that Jen and I would cut and run and leave Jordan and Rosanna to fend for themselves. It was not going to work, Mom. I'm not going anywhere. And I have told you this before, but you are not going to hurt me ever again. And you are certainly not going to hurt anybody that I care about. From his nursery, somebody moved him down here and left him here all alone. It wasn't one of us. It had to be you.
I can't believe that you're accusing me of something so hideous.
Oh, don't pretend this is news to you.
Why would I do such a thing?
I don't know. You've never been comfortable with your children being here. You think that this whole house is under siege because of James Stenbeck. Maybe you staged the whole thing in order to make us think that it was already happening.
I have done no such thing. And if you really believe that I have, then our problems are even bigger than I thought.
This doesn't
invite you to a dinner party to prove to you that I don't want us at odds with each other anymore. Obviously, you're not ready for that.
What, do you think endangering my son is part of some sort of peace plan?
I would never endanger a child, Rosanna. When did this business with Cabot happen anyway?
Yesterday afternoon.
Okay, that settles it. You know where I was yesterday afternoon? I was at the Lakeview Lounge with Walker. Why don't you call him? Call him and ask him about it, okay?
Did you already tell him what to say?
If Walker's word isn't good enough for you, you can talk to the staff at the Lakeview. I'm sorry to disappoint you, son, but I had nothing to do with what happened with Cabot. I won't hold this against you, Rosanna. You're a mother. You're concerned about your baby. But I'm telling you, I had nothing to do with what happened with Cabot. I didn't go near him.
Then who brought Cabot downstairs?
I'm sure you'll find out that answer in time. So, will you be coming to our dinner?
Well, I frankly don't know. Paul and I have to discuss it. We'll let you know.
Well, do your best. It just won't be the same without you.
You're still here? Is everything okay?
I'll let them fill you in. I'll talk to you soon, honey. Jordan?
Hey, how's my little man? How's my little man? Did you guys have a good time, huh?
Great.
What happened?
We were sitting in Java, having a cup of coffee, and Cabot was in his stroller right next to us. Next thing you know, we looked down, and there's a different baby sitting there.
What? It's not as bad as it sounds. This other woman had the same stroller that Cabot has, and she took him by mistake.
You didn't see this happening?
Hey, don't try to make this my fault.
Well, who else can I blame? You weren't paying any attention?
Yes, he was, Paul. Now back off.
This can't be a coincidence.
What do you mean, coincidence? What?
I'm gonna have to tell him.
Oh? You have to tell him anything.
Look, the other day, Cabot was upstairs in the nursery, and then suddenly he was down here in the living room, and... Hey, it's okay. It's okay. And, Paul and I and the new maid, Iris, we were all here in the house. None of us moved him.
Well, then how did he end up...
Yeah, that's what we all want to know.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I didn't want to upset you.
You thought I was involved?
I couldn't take the chance.
Let's get something straight. Again, I would never, ever jeopardize my son, Rosanna. I love him as much as you do.
Plus, your own child. That's a sterling testament to the glory of your fatherhood.
Please, let's not fight. Look, instead of fighting with each other, we should be trying to figure this out.
Well, I'm gonna start by calling the police.
But say what? Cabot's here, he's fine, and we don't know anything? Besides, we already know who's responsible. This thing has Stenbeck written all over it. And if I know my father, this is just
put Cabot in danger. The boy is his grandson. He has a connection to
You
him.
still don't get it, do you? The closer you are to James, the more he can manipulate you.
Even little babies.
Well, look what he did to you, Jordan.
I'm no Stenbeck expert, but why would James want to make us worry about Cabot?
James is psychotic. Who knows what his motives are?
So what do we do?
Here's what we do. The four of us, we make a pact right now. One of us will always be with Cabot, watching him. Not doing anything else, not being distracted. Watching him, as if life depends on it.
Because it might. Let's do it.
Works for me. Jen?
Of course, whatever we have to do.
Okay, settled. I'll take the first shift. You're tired. I'll do it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take Jen home, and I will be right back.
Good night. Just call if you need anything.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Jen.
I'm gonna get a Cabot ready.
No. Get some sleep. I'll take care of it. I can handle it.
You're proving that more every day. I can't tell you what a comfort it is. Hey. You look like you've been doing that your whole life.
I am his uncle. I thought you were sleeping.
I heard a noise outside. I love him so much. When I start to think about losing him again.
It's not gonna happen.
Thanks. But, you know, it almost did. Twice this week.
We let our guard down. That won't happen anymore, Rosanna.
I'm so tired.
So go to sleep.
Do you mind if I stay down here?
Stay wherever you're comfortable.
How about right here?
That's fine with me.
Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yes. James Stenbeck, please. It's urgent. Barbara Ryan. Okay, I need to talk to you.
Barbara, what a treat. I assume that you are looking and feeling great.
I'm fine.
But where are you, darling, right this moment? And more important, what are you wearing? Do you have on your stiletto heels?
I'm fully dressed, standing at a payphone. I want to make sure that this call can't be traced to me.
Sweet little Barbara. Doesn't want to get her hands dirty.
Listen to me. Whatever you're doing, it's working. They're all on edge. They have no idea what's going on, but I want to make something very clear, all right?
Anything.
Promise me you're not going to harm that child.
Me? Harm a child? Barbara, why do you always make me out to be the villain?
Stop playing games with me, all right? I just came from Fair Winds. I heard about Cabot being mysteriously picked up and moved about. How are you doing that?
Barbara, take a moment and reflect. I'm in solitary confinement. I spend my days reading, contemplating, nothing more.
Paul and Rosanna think that I'm involved. I've already been accused.
It doesn't surprise me. Paul's always been an ingrate.
Just tell me what's coming next so I can cover myself.
Barbara, how many times do I have to tell you? Stay in the moment. Enjoy the ride. Besides, if we all knew what was going to happen next, well, life would hardly be worth living.
Yes. Are you happy now?
You just throw your little dinner party. I'll take care of the rest.